So, Google YouTube has a 6-month, $45 million advertising deal with Israel. I advise you, if you have premium, to cancel it. I am not a part of the YouTube partner program. So, I'm going to keep making my videos. I don't make my money through YouTube or Google. So, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, you're feeling the vibe here, you can go to laneverse.com, support me there, and cancel your premium membership. Speak out against this. I feel kind of in a bind because I rely on Google for so much, especially for my cloud storage. So that just isn't changing. I'm not transferring all that information, but it really makes you consider who we're giving power to when it comes to the tech industry and morals, the grand scheme of things. So I wanted to start with that before I continue. Do with that information as you will. I ain't arguing with nobody about nothing. So if you want to waste your life being in that, you can have respectful discourse. But if you coming at me or anybody sideways, I'm just deleting your shit and you getting blocked. I'm almost 40. I'm not entertaining that shit. So let's get into our scheduled program. It's two things. To introduce, on Wednesdays, I make content about the hotels that I've been at and the hotels that I will continue to make content for. I don't want to look like an anime character with the glasses because I am facing a window for the lighting. So, as I was saying, I am doing videos on Wednesdays now that will be hotel content, as I am in the hotel UGC game. When it comes to beach hotels particularly. I'll cover non-beach hotels, but I'm mainly about hitting beach towns and covering those places. And if we get into the politics, into world issues, I'll also talk about those hotels and their stances, especially the national, international conglomerates, and being upfront about that. No one should be murdered for who they are. Stealing people's land and making up reasons and coming up with lies to take their shit is the epitome of scarcity mindset, among other problematic things. So, to get into today's topics, my business Laneverse works, and the business that I'm developing that I've spoken of in previous videos, but the product that I'm building for Laid Back Masters. My audience is predominantly, my target audience is creative black women who travel or want to, because I'm a creative black woman who travels. I am Maestra Laneverse. I bring together, like the maestro conductor of an orchestra. I bring together multiple instruments of my interests and skill sets together in harmony, in building the masterpiece that is my life. I do have a grander ambition that I will talk about once. It's something I'm building over the course of the years. This is a part of the foundation. I'm into a lot of different things. I'm into making multiple income streams to, as we're living through this example of a major conglomerate being on the bad side of history, being able to fund my endeavors through myself without, if I was making income off of YouTube, it's a no-brainer for me just to drop that partnership and that form of income because I've created my own and other avenues. So with that in mind, this is the last video maybe second to last video that I'm making about Laniverse Works, which is my strategy consultancy. I've been refining that over the past 2 months, month and a half, where I help individuals and businesses to evolve their scattered ideas into lasting 10x wins with my disruptive leadership services, my leadership style, whichever the fuck. So it's basically any kind of idea that you want to bring to life, or you just are not clear on the idea. I help to bring the clarity, help to establish a goal, create a timeline, build the systems, use whatever resources you currently have. If you have additional funds beyond what you are paying me to assist with this process, we'll acquire those resources. You'll have access to my network. And I also help with coaching your talent. Growth strategy is growth strategy and talent coaching are the two major parts of it. Where in like a bit of mysticism as well, because I am a mystic and a root worker. So all that to say, we have the business side of things, the growth strategy of whatever your goal is, especially monetarily, defining that, how we're getting towards that, how we are sustaining that long term once I am out of the picture, and also the talent coaching process of whatever skill you want to develop throughout the process of executing this idea, making it a reality, and how you can grow that. Whether that's you, that also includes anybody else who's involved with the execution. The mysticism element is I know things. I'm highly intuitive, and I have ways of piecing things together without a bunch of word salad and verbose business jargony nonsense. I don't do all that shit. I help get the job done. I feel out the situation for your betterment, and what's satisfying to me, other than the large sum of money, that I deserve to be compensated for my skills and my experience, is I just like creating shit, and I like nurturing, seeing the evolution and development of people and what they're able to achieve beyond what I've been able to pour into this. Let's see where we're at time wise. So keep these under 15 minutes, around 15 minutes. So that's the long and short of that. Again, my company is called Laniverse Works, and the website is below. It's also on the Laniverse.com website. It's pretty much the hub of everything I do, so you can go there, check everything out, but the Laniverse Works link is there as well. So yeah, I offer two services. They're consultation style, and then I offer support for a little bit after we have the consultation. But then I am, like I said, it's the second to last video because I have two more extensive, and there's a landscaper guy, so that was background noise. I'll get a mic. I gotta get a new mic. But I'm introducing two new services for the next couple weeks that are more expansive They are for if you got the money, if you're rolling like that, or it's mainly to support businesses of larger sizes and larger funds to work together doing workshops. I provide more support for a longer amount of time, and also coming in as actual leadership for a finite amount of time. There is a workshop included with that. So my main service is Celestial Steel. The other one, it's for small businesses, small, medium sized businesses. The condensed version of that is Light Celestial Steel. So that's for individuals, entrepreneurs, or solopreneurs, freelancers, micro businesses, may not be able to fully invest, or you're not ready to make the Celestial Steel investment. Light Celestial Steel works for your budget or enables you to work with me to get to know my style. So you develop that trust, we develop that relationship when you're ready to make the upgrades. The other two businesses or the other two services are Solar Brass and Cosmic Gold. These are combinations of cosmic themes, and the quality of instruments the quality of music instruments, like the material that they're made of. So we got steel, brass, gold. These are all, following the theme of being maestra, conducting the orchestra, symphony, the universe. Universe means one song per Pharrell Williams. So that's my thinking with that. You can watch previous videos for more details. The next video will be completely devoted to Ladyverse Works and introducing Solar Brass and Cosmic Gold. So let's get into Laidback Masters, which is what I'd say pretty much through the end of this year I'll be talking about in the Monday videos. So Laidback Masters is my digital academy, my digital academia to support the Black Renaissance. Again, my audience is creative Black women. Particularly for Laidback Masters, that is my opportunity to connect with Black women, creative Black women who are invested in mastery. So I am involved. I do want to help with developing monetization and cultivating inner liberation, self-liberation to help you to grow in that manner. Particularly Laidback Masters is the approach of doing that by mastering your craft, whatever your art is. If you're a painter, if you're a writer, it's creating a community of Black women who are committed to being at the top echelon, world class at what you do. It's not for clout. It's not, your art could be that you're making video. Your art could be that you're a public speaker, but ultimately it's not about clout and numbers. It's about you being committed to being the utmost best at something that you have decided to commit yourself to lifelong. That you are pushing your limits, you're experimenting, you're studying, you study books, you study art, you study people throughout history, present, past, if you got the power, the future, to just be the utmost best. That supports, to me, there is there's been talk of a Black Renaissance movement right now, and to, Beyonce, Pharrell Williams, Kendrick Lamar, we can throw in the clips. Tyler the Creator's getting there, but the people I've listed are people whom I admire and believe are the best at what they do. They are known worldwide. And again, it's not just about the money that they've made is compensation for what they've poured into and what they continue to pour into the work that they do as artists, creatives, etc., etc. So that's the long and short of that. that's something that I'll be picking up more in November at the time of recording in September. So that'll be more of a focus in November through the end of this year. The product that I am developing is a book, a primer. It's what did I call it? It is Laid Back Master Laniverse Primer, or Laid Back Master Laniverse's Primer. It's basically presenting the foundational information of what it means to be a laid back master, my experiences, what that means for you, and it's also an opportunity. It's like a jump off point for me because I'm compiling as much as my art as I have available for my entire life. I'm compiling all that and also adding that to the book for people to see my artwork, because next year I am moving full swing back into illustration and developing as a animator, developing my skills with animation, drawing again, preparing to put out my first. I've been wanting to do a short story anthology for years. So really introducing what I've wanted to do my entire life, which is just tell my own stories, my own characters. It's really so simple, but as it goes with art, you gotta have your foundations together for the art to flow. And sure, you can have patrons, or you can make your hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars via your own talents and methods and connections, so that you can fully be committed to your craft and putting what you want out into the world. So, and the other, I'll get into that as time. I'm learning not to put everything out. Wait until I produce it to put it out. But this is to build the interest and to set the stage for collecting pre-orders for the physical book and the ebook, especially the ebook, because I can get the payments in advance, which frees me up to pour more time into getting that. I haven't established a date for publishing. It's coming out in November regardless, so that's neither here nor there. The plan, I guess, in the realm of having talked about corrupt companies, is to publish it through Amazon. I'm not going to be in the States, so that's just going to be the easiest method for me to get that out there and for me to put out the first edition of it, the physical version of it. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I've pushed it to the, like I'll be saying, let me wrap it up in 10 minutes, and it ends up getting to 20 minutes. So that is what it is. In that case, thank you for your time. Comment wisely. Share with love. Consider liking. Subscribe if you vibe. And if you want to support my cosmos, go to laneverse.com. Go to the floaty thing, caption bubble that's saying fund my cosmos. Send some bread this way, or hit the coffee link below. If you're interested in my services, you can go to laneverseworks.com or go through the Laneverse site. And I will catch you Wednesday if you're into the hotel content. Otherwise, see you next Monday.